It does. And that for, as you're saying, like in an experiment where we're dissecting a frog, we all did that one. We can clearly see like that is over there. We are over here. They're separate. But
Mm,
for a concept like time that is interdimensional to our, right? Like interdimensional to our existence, we can't exclude us as a variable in that.
you can't extract the fact that there's consciousness in that equation, that there's, right, that there's perception in that equation,
Yeah.
that we like to think we are. We really like to think that, but the reality is that you can't separate the two, and we know this from the small world, the quantum mechanical world, where measurement shifts how something manifests. So really, this is all kind of heady, but we're doing our best to just kind of like stretch you a little bit when it comes to this idea of time. And that brings us to the other approach, which is top-down cosmology. And this is where Hertog and Hawking spent a lot of time. And it's a complete reversal from where Stephen Hawking started at the beginning of his career, which I find fascinating. Like how powerful that he came out in favor of one philosophy, and by the end of his life, he had completely done a 180 on it. And I find that really admirable, actually, because he gave himself permission to change and shift and learn. And I think that's such a lesson. That's a whole nother conversation, but it's such a lesson for all of us to like remain malleable to
Mhm.
changes. And he's remaining malleable to like the largest of implications of, time. I mean, you can see how somebody could get really wrapped up in their opinions on some of these philosophies and theories because you start to build your entire worldview from it. So to be
Mhm.
able to deconstruct that, I think is absolutely fascinating. Ultimately, and there's so much on this in the book that is very intricately laid out that I'm not going to get into today, but because I can't. But the top down cosmology of a quantum universe is where they landed at the end of the day.